On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Adventure.
A journey or a series of events that is unusual, exciting, or dangerous.
Examples:
Gastronomic adventures. Adventure film. He sailed the Atlantic Ocean multiple times during his adventures.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Bewitch.
To attract or interest someone a lot so that they cannot think in a sensible way.
Examples:
Hold the charm to bewitch. Bewitch him into a frog. Her beauty bewitched him.
Reckless.
Marked by a lack of care about danger and the likely results of your actions.
Examples:
Reckless driving. In a reckless manner. Reckless youth makes rueful age.
Scope.
The range of one's perceptions, thoughts, or actions, or a subject that.
Examples:
Scope of a project. Have broad scope. The scope of human thought is diverse.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Scratch.
To cut or damage the surface of something or the skin with a sharp or pointed object.
Examples:
Scratch off a name. Scratch my signature. Don't scratch your mosquito bites.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Bore.
To make someone feel weary or uninterested, often by talking at length about uninteresting or mundane topics. To cause someone to feel bored or unengaged. Noun, a hole or tunnel drilled or dug into the ground, either for exploration or extraction of natural resources.
Examples:
Bore diameter. Bore him with his stories. The lecture on quantum physics bored me to tears.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Horn.
A hard, pointed, often curved part that grows on the top of the heads of some animals, such as sheep and cows, a noisemaker or musical instrument that makes a loud noise when you blow through it.
Examples:
A handle of horn. Horn of a vehicle. He enjoyed hearing the tootles of their horns with beer.
Tusk.
A long, pointed tooth, usually found in animals such as elephants, walruses, or wild boars, which protrudes from the mouth and is used as a weapon or for digging.
Examples:
Tusk of an elephant. Tusk-like tooth. The ivory poacher was arrested for possession of illegal tusks.
Fang.
A long, pointed tooth, typically in the upper jaw, used for biting and chewing, as in snakes and some other animals.
Examples:
Fang mark. Poison fang. The vampire bared its fangs and growled.
Claw.
A curved, pointed appendage found on the foot or leg of an animal, used for gripping or grasping. A human hand with long, narrow fingers that are curved like a claw. A machine or tool with a claw-like opening used for gripping or lifting objects.
Examples:
Claw marks. Claw hammer. The bear used its claw to catch a fish in the river.
Possess.
To have or own something or to have as an attribute, knowledge, skill, etc.
Examples:
Possess a basic knowledge. Possess divine powers. He possesses a good sense of humor.
Courage.
The ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear or despair. The quality of being brave or courageous.
Examples:
Mental courage. Inspire courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe is right.
Aggression.
The act of attacking or assaulting, hostile or violent behavior.
Examples:
Aggression by a hostile country. Naked aggression. The dog's aggression made it difficult for its owners to take it for a walk.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
Navigate the Pacific. Navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Constraint.
A limit or restriction on something, such as an action, behavior, or thought.
Examples:
Constraint on business activity. Strict time constraints. The budget constraint forced them to make difficult decisions.
Bump.
To hit or knock against something hard, often with a dull sound, to meet with by accident.
Examples:
Bump against a wall. Bump up prices. She accidentally bumped into him in the crowded room.
Conquer.
To bring under control by force or authority.
Examples:
Conquer fatal disease. Conquer the world. You must conquer your anxiety about driving.
Uncertain.
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples:
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Dominant.
More important, influential, or easy to notice than anything else of the same type.
Examples:
Achieve a dominant share. Dominant force. Her company soon won a dominant market share.
Aim.
To try or plan to get or achieve something.
Examples:
Aim at a specific target. Aim to be a nurse. We aim for an overseas expansion.
Industrialize.
To organize the production of something into an industry.
Examples:
Industrialized service. Industrialized textile production. The nations of Southeast Asia will quickly industrialize and catch up with the West.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Unmet.
Describing a need, goal, or expectation that has not been satisfied or fulfilled.
Examples:
Unmet demand. Unmet needs. The unmet expectations of the customers led to a decrease in sales.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Romanticize.
To make something seem more attractive or appealing than it is, especially by exaggerating or idealizing its qualities, to view or present something in a romantic or sentimental way.
Examples:
Romanticize the past. Romanticize the idea of love. It is easy to romanticize a new job or opportunity, but it is important to remain objective and realistic about the challenges that come with it.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Lifespan.
The length of time for which a person, animal lives, or thing exists.
Examples:
Lifespan extension. Lifespan retrieval curve. Generally speaking, men have a shorter lifespan than women.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Mortal.
Subject to death, unrelenting and deadly.
Examples:
A mortal combat. This mortal life. All humans are mortal and will eventually die.
Myopic.
Nearsighted, lacking foresight or ability to plan, narrow-minded or lacking in perspective.
Examples:
Myopic vision. Myopic thinking. His myopic view of the situation prevented him from seeing the bigger picture.
Stumble.
To miss a step and fall or nearly fall, to walk unsteadily.
Examples:
Stumble financially. Stumble through life. She stumbled over the tree root.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
the tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Spear.
A weapon with a long shaft and a sharp metal point used for battle, hunting, and fishing in the past.
Examples:
hunting spear. Sharp-pointed spear. Ancient people made spears with wood entirely.
Enrage.
To make someone extremely angry.
Examples:
enrage the international community. Enrage critics. The news of the betrayal enraged him.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Aurochs.
An extinct species of wild oxen that inhabited Europe, Asia, and North Africa until the 17th century.
Examples:
extinct aurochs. Auroch skeleton. The cave paintings in Lascaux depict aurochs and other animals that were once native to Europe.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Authenticity.
The quality of being real or genuine.
Examples:
authenticity verification. Lack authenticity. The museum's experts confirmed the authenticity of the painting.
Intelligible.
Capable of being understood or apprehended.
Examples:
intelligible pronunciation. Intelligible to anyone. He gave me an intelligible answer.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Unfamiliar.
Not known or recognized, not experienced or encountered before.
Examples:
the unfamiliar surroundings. Around unfamiliar people. She was unfamiliar with the city and got lost while trying to find her way back to the hotel.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Rewild.
To restore an area of land to its natural state, especially by reintroducing locally extinct species.
Examples:
Rewild land. Rewild an area. The government is considering a plan to rewild certain areas by reintroducing native species and removing non-native ones.
Definition:
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Widespread.
Existing or happening in various places or among many people.
Examples:
Widespread use. Widespread fear of nuclear war. In medieval times, death punishment was widespread and socially accepted.
Trophic.
Of or relating to feeding and nutrition, of or relating to the relationships between organisms and their food sources.
Examples:
Trophic factor. Trophic transfer. The trophic level of an organism determines its position in the food chain.
Cascade.
A small waterfall or series of small waterfalls, a succession of stages or operations or processes or units.
Examples:
Cascade connection. Transistor cascade. The cascade of waterfalls in the national park was a breathtaking sight.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples:
Chain reaction, supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Tumble.
To fall suddenly, often uncontrollably, to topple or turn over, to decline sharply and quickly in value, quality, or performance.
Examples:
Tumble down the hill. Confidence tumbles as unemployment rates rose. The value of the currency tumbled against major international currencies.
Classic.
Judged or deserving to be regarded as one of the best or most important of its kind over a period of time, of a well-known type.
Examples:
A classic experiment. Chinese classic literature. He displayed the classic symptoms of depression.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Reintroduce.
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Absent.
Not present in a particular place at a particular time.
Examples:
Absent-minded. Absent without leave. He was absent from the meeting and missed all the important updates.
Vegetation.
Plants in general, particularly those indigenous to a particular region or spot.
Examples:
tropical vegetation, dense vegetation. The vegetation in the area is quite diverse.
Graze.
To feed on grass or other vegetation, especially by nibbling at it repeatedly, to break the skin of a body part by scraping.
Examples:
turn cattle out to graze. Graze the left shoulder. The sheep graze on the green grass in the meadow.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Valley.
A long depression on the surface of the land, which typically contains a river.
Examples:
valley bottom. Basin-shaped valley. The valley had received a mild snowfall the previous week.
Gorge.
A deep narrow valley between hills or mountains, usually with steep sides and a river running through it.
Examples:
cast the gorge. The gorges of the Yangtze River. We must pass through the narrow gorge with a stream running through it.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Quintuple.
To increase or multiply by 5. To make something 5 times as much or as many. Adjective, being 5 times as great or as many.
Examples:
quintuple their income. Quintuple angle. The team aims to quintuple its sales by the end of the fiscal year.
Bare.
Not covered or clothed, lacking embellishment or decoration, mere or basic, undisguised or open, empty or devoid of something.
Examples:
bare minimum. Bare essentials. She wore a simple dress with a bare neckline.
Aspen.
A deciduous tree with smooth, white bark that often trembles or quakes in the wind, a type of skiing that involves quick, short turns on steep slopes.
Examples:
aspen grove. Golden aspen leaves. The aspen trees turned a bright yellow in the fall, creating a beautiful sight.
Willow.
A deciduous tree or shrub that is often found near water, characterized by long, flexible, and slender branches and narrow leaves.
Examples:
Weeping willow. Willow overhanging the bank. Under the willow tree, they had a lovely picnic in the shade.
Cotton.
A plant that is grown in warm countries and bears bolls containing seeds with soft and long hairs that are made into textile fiber and thread for sewing.
Examples:
Cotton cloth. Culture of cotton. The price of raw cotton continued to rise.
Songbird.
A bird with a musical call, such as a blackbird or thrush.
Examples:
Migratory songbird. Tropical songbird. Federal law protects the majority of songbirds.
Migratory.
Relating to or characterized by the movement of individuals or groups from one place to another, often for regular seasonal or environmental reasons.
Examples:
Migratory species. Migratory route. The migratory birds flew thousands of miles to reach their wintering grounds.
Greatly.
To an extraordinary extent or degree, very much.
Examples:
Greatly affect the situation. Greatly support that player. They greatly admired our actions.
Beaver.
A large, semi-aquatic rodent with a wide, flat tail and webbed feet, noted for its ability to build dams and lodges.
Examples:
Beaver dam. An eager beaver. The mountain beaver built a dam to block the stream.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Niche.
A specialized role or position that a species occupies within an ecosystem, a job or position particularly well suited to the person who occupies it.
Examples:
Niche market. Every niche of society. The species occupies a unique niche in the ecosystem as a top predator.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Otter.
A semi-aquatic mammal with a sleek, streamlined body, short legs, webbed feet, and dense, soft fur, found in and around freshwater and coastal areas.
Examples:
Otter in the river. Sea otter fur. The playful otter swam around the river, diving in and out of the water.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Amphibian.
A cold-blooded animal that can live both on land and in water.
Examples:
Amphibian species. Amphibian habitat. Scientists are concerned about the rapid decline in amphibian populations around the world.
Hawk.
A bird of prey typically having short rounded wings and a long tail, an advocate of an aggressive policy on foreign relations.
Examples:
Cast off a hawk. Congressional hawk. That team signed a center forward who was a ball hawk.
Weasel.
A small carnivorous mammal with a long and slender body, short legs, and a long and narrow head, known for its ability to hunt rodents and small animals, someone who behaves in an untrustworthy, deceitful, or cunning manner.
Examples:
Weasel words. Weasel her way out of doing the dishes. The weasel's long and slender body allows it to easily navigate small spaces.
Badger.
A small, burrowing mammal with short legs and a distinctive striped face, a person or thing that persistently annoys or bothers someone. Verb, to pester or harass someone persistently, typically with a series of annoying requests, questions, or demands.
Examples:
Badger territory. Badger him with questions. The badger's thick fur and tough skin make it well suited for digging and burrowing in rough terrain.
Bald.
Having no hair on the head, having a smooth, shiny scalp with no hair.
Examples:
Bald head. Become bald. He is completely bald, having lost all his hair due to chemotherapy.
Eagle.
A large predatory bird with a hooked beak and broad wings, known for its keen eyesight and powerful flight, a symbol of strength and freedom in many cultures.
Examples:
Eagle feathers. Eagle eyes. The bald eagle symbolizes freedom and strength in the United States.
Shrub.
A woody plant that is smaller than a tree and has several main stems emerging from the soil.
Examples:
Tree and shrubs. Small shrub. These are shrubs with no trunks that rarely grow taller than 3 meters.
Reinforce.
To strengthen or support something, especially by adding another material to it, to make a motion, idea, etc. stronger.
Examples:
Reinforce the military. Reinforce good behavior. We should reinforce the troops at the front line.
Calf.
A young cow, bull, or other domestic bovine animals.
Examples:
Baby calf. A calf elephant. The newborn calf stood on wobbly legs, trying to find its mother's milk.
Meander.
To wander or roam aimlessly or leisurely, to follow a winding or circuitous course, as a river or road.
Examples:
Meander down the river. Meander aimlessly. We decided to meander through the park and enjoy the scenery.
Erosion.
The wearing away of rock, soil, or land by natural processes such as wind or water.
Examples:
Erosion control. Wind erosion. The erosion of the coastline has accelerated due to rising sea levels.
Riffle.
To quickly flip or shuffle through the pages of a book, document, or stack of papers, to move or pass quickly and lightly through something.
Examples:
Riffle through papers. Riffle over pebbles and rocks. The librarian quickly riffled the returned book's pages to ensure no notes were left inside.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Wildlife.
Animals, birds, insects, etc. that grow independently of people and live in natural conditions.
Examples:
Wildlife sanctuary. Bird and other wildlife. The conservation area has an abundance of wildlife.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples:
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
Similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Geography.
A field of science devoted to the study of the lands, features, inhabitants, and phenomena of the earth.
Examples:
Geography class. Economic geography. She did well on her geography exam.
Rational.
Based on reason or logic, using good judgment and sound thinking.
Examples:
Rational decision. The rational faculty. The rational approach to problem solving involves weighing all options.
Excuse.
A reason or explanation, either true or invented, given to justify a fault or defend your behavior. Verb, to make someone free from blame or clear from guilt.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Perfect excuse. He quickly fabricated an excuse for not attending the meeting.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples:
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Krill.
A small, shrimp-like crustacean that is a major food source for many marine animals.
Examples:
Eat krill. Antarctic krill. The decline in krill populations in recent years has raised concerns about the health of marine ecosystems.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Crucial.
Extremely vital or necessary.
Examples:
Crucial information. A crucial issue for women. The revitalization of technology companies is crucial to the country's growth.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples.
Sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Depth.
The distance between the top and bottom of something, between the top surface and a distance below it.
Examples.
Depth camera. The depth of the water. The pond's depth was around 5 feet.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples.
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Politely.
In a courteous or respectful manner, showing good manners or consideration for others.
Examples.
Politely ask. Nodded politely. She politely declined the invitation to the party, saying she had other plans.
Feces.
Waste matter eliminated from the bowels, excrement.
Examples.
Feces sample. Human feces. Proper disposal of feces is essential for maintaining public health and sanitation.
Plume.
A large feather or group of feathers worn as an ornament or a symbol of achievement or distinction, especially on a hat.
Examples.
Plume of smoke. Plume of feathers. The bird had a beautiful plume on its head.
Photon.
A unit or quantum of electromagnetic energy, typically regarded as a particle that is the basic constituent of all light and other forms of electromagnetic radiation.
Examples.
Photon emission. Photon energy. Infrared cameras detect photons in the infrared range of the electromagnetic spectrum.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples.
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples.
Oxygenic photosynthesis. Process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Fertilizer.
A natural or chemical substance added to soil to make plants grow more successfully.
Examples:
A chemical fertilizer. Non-synthetic fertilizer. Nitrogen fixation by the Haber-Bosch method leads to the mass production of fertilizers.
Stimulate.
To encourage something to develop or become more active, to stir the feelings or emotions.
Examples:
Stimulate the economy. Stimulate the nervous system. The book stimulated my imagination.
Phytoplankton.
Tiny little plants that float on the surface of the water and on which sea creatures feed.
Examples:
Marine phytoplankton. Phytoplankton blooms. She studies the relationship between marine creatures' toxicity and the phytoplankton they feed on.
Plankton.
Tiny forms of plant and animal life that live in water or air on which other animals feed.
Examples:
Plankton blooms. Plankton community. Plankton is generally the foundation of the ocean food chain.
Zooplankton.
Very small animals that live in water and on which other sea creatures feed.
Examples:
Freshwater zooplankton. Floating zooplankton. The diversity of riverine ecosystems influences the variety of zooplankton in marine areas.
Plunge.
To dive quickly and steeply downward, to thrust or throw into something. Noun, a steep and rapid fall.
Examples:
Plunge into the water. Plunge a dagger through his heart. The company's profits plunged after the recall of their new product.
Column.
One of the vertical blocks that split content on a page or screen from top to bottom, an upright pillar that often supports an arch, entablature, or other structure or stands alone as a monument.
Examples:
The spinal column. A column of water. The newspaper devoted several columns to the affair.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Reproduce.
To make a copy of something such as a picture, piece of text, music, etc., to produce offspring through a sexual or asexual process.
Examples:
Reproduce the painting. Reproduce by myself. By dividing and creating copies of themselves, bacteria reproduce.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well. A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide, carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases, or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
Gas filter. Clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Abyss.
A deep, dark, or seemingly bottomless chasm or void.
Examples:
The abyss of time. An abyss of hopelessness. The deep sea is an abyss of mystery and discovery.
Atmospheric.
Pertaining to or located in the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Doubling of atmospheric carbon dioxide. Atmospheric pressure. The sea surface temperature and atmospheric circulation are inextricably linked.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Sequester.
To take temporary possession of someone's property until a debt is paid.
Examples:
Sequester 10% of the annual carbon emissions. Sequester myself from the world. He approved their requests to sequester the jury.
Composition.
The different parts of something's elements or ingredients, the way in which the different components are organized, a piece of music written by someone.
Examples:
Age composition of the population. The piano passages in the composition. Their innovative concepts were consistent across their bodies of composition.
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts, but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples.
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Conceive.
To have or develop an idea, a plan, etc. in mind, to become pregnant.
Examples.
Conceive of an idea. Conceive a child. I can't conceive he'd want to harm us.
Coherent.
Logical and consistent. Noun, the quality of being clear and easy to understand.
Examples.
A coherent explanation. Create a coherent system. His writing was well structured and coherent.
Regulate.
To control something, especially by means of rules or laws.
Examples.
Regulate blood sugar levels. Regulate our conduct. We must manage to regulate our expenditure.
Accumulate.
To collect or acquire a large number of things over a long period of time.
Examples.
Accumulate cash value. Accumulate evidence. He has accumulated his wealth through real estate investments.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples.
Fascinating story. Completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples.
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Retain.
To keep or continue to possess or maintain something.
Examples.
Retain information. Retain a lawyer. Computers help people retain specific memories.
Fence.
A structure, usually made of wood or metal, that encloses an area, typically for protection or to keep animals or people in or out. A dealer in stolen property.
Examples.
Fence post. A brushwood fence. She planted a hedge to serve as a natural fence around her garden.
Drainage.
The process of draining or the condition of being drained, the natural or artificial removal of water from an area or a system, usually due to rainfall or melting snow.
Examples.
Water drainage. Blocked drainage. The city's drainage system was inadequate for heavy rainfall, causing floods.
Ditch.
A long, narrow, and shallow depression or channel that is dug into the ground. Verb, to throw away.
Examples:
Agricultural ditch. Ditch my career. The farmers used ditches to drain water from their fields.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Assemblage.
A collection or gathering of things or persons, a group or ensemble of items that have been brought together in a particular way.
Examples:
Sculptural assemblage. An assemblage of tools. The assemblage of artists displayed their works in the gallery for all to see.
Heath.
An area of open uncultivated land, typically covered in heather, gorse, or other shrubs, a low-growing, evergreen shrub found in heathland areas.
Examples:
Small heath. Heath habitat. The birdwatcher spotted a rare species on the heath.
Meadow.
A field of grass and wildflowers, especially one used for hay.
Examples:
Graze in the meadow. Lowland meadow. The lush meadow was covered in wildflowers.
Kelp.
A large brown seaweed that grows in cold coastal waters.
Examples:
Kelp forest. Giant kelp. The coast was lined with beds of kelp swaying in the tide.
Reef.
A long chain or range of rocks or sand near the ocean's surface.
Examples:
Barrier reef. Coral reefs. The vessel ran aground on a reef.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Reforestation.
The process of replanting or regenerating forests, typically after they have been cut down or destroyed by natural disasters.
Examples:
Reforestation project. Reforestation policy. Reforestation efforts are necessary to combat deforestation and its negative environmental impact.
Retreat.
The act of moving back or withdrawing from a position or situation, a period of rest or relaxation away from work or everyday life.
Examples:
Retreat deeper into their territory. Retreat in a mountain region. Many people go on a retreat to recharge and reconnect with themselves.
Hectare.
A unit of area equal to 10,000 square meters.
Examples:
Hectare land. Housing per hectare. The farm spans over 100 hectares of land.
Vacate.
To leave or give up possession of a place or position, to make a place or position empty.
Examples:
Vacate a property. Vacate a seat. I need to vacate my apartment by the end of the month.
Ambitious.
Having a great desire to attain achievement, power, or wealth.
Examples:
Achieve ambitious goals. With an ambitious eye. Their company has been in business for a short time, but has ambitious goals.
Lynx.
A wild cat with tufted ears, native to Eurasia and North America.
Examples:
Lynx habitat. Lynx population. The Siberian lynx is a solitary hunter native to the boreal forests.
Bison.
A large wild animal of the cow family that has shaggy manes, large heads, and short horns, and there are American bison, also called buffalo, and European bison.
Examples:
Endangered bison. American bison's meat. Large herds of bison used to live on the plains of this area.
Boar.
A wild pig, especially a male with tusks.
Examples:
wild boar, boar's head. The hunter tracked the boar through the forest for a good shot.
Moose.
A large deer native to the northern forests of North America and Eurasia.
Examples:
moose hunting, moose population. The antlers of a bull moose can grow up to 6 feet in width and weigh over 60 pounds.
Megafauna.
A term used to describe large animals that lived during the Pleistocene epoch, such as mammoths, mastodons, and saber-toothed tigers, and that are now extinct.
Examples:
megafauna extinction, megafauna fossils. Many prehistoric megafaunas, such as mammoths and saber-toothed tigers, are now extinct.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
the inland of a continent, continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Excavate.
To dig or remove earth, rocks, or other materials from the ground or a site, often to uncover or discover something.
Examples:
excavate a deep hole, excavate soil. The archaeologists excavated the ruins of an ancient city buried under the desert sands.
Gravel.
Small stones and pebbles, often mixed with sand, used for road surfaces, concrete, landscaping, or as a decorative material.
Examples:
gravel road, gravel pit. We spread gravel over the driveway to prevent cars from getting stuck in the mud.
Hippopotamus.
Also hippo, a large, mostly herbivorous mammal native to sub-Saharan Africa, with a bulky, rounded body, short legs, and large head and mouth, which inhabits rivers and lakes and is known for its aggressive behavior and territorial nature.
Examples:
hippopotamus habitat, giant hippopotamus. The zoo has a new hippopotamus exhibit that popularly attracts families.
Rhinoceros.
Also rhino, a large, thick-skinned mammal with 1 or 2 horns on the nose, typically found in Africa and Asia.
Examples:
rhinoceros habitat, white rhinoceros. The baby rhinoceros at the wildlife sanctuary was recently born and is very cute.
Hyena.
A carnivorous mammal with a distinctive laugh-like vocalization, known for scavenging and hunting in packs.
Examples:
hyena den, spotted hyena. The hyena's powerful jaws and teeth enable it to crush bones and devour its prey.
Glacial.
Relating to or resembling a glacier, equals a slowly moving mass of ice, or the process of glaciation, Characterized by an extremely slow or gradual pace or movement.
Examples:
Glacial movements. Glacial terrain. The glacial pace of the negotiations frustrated both parties.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Climate.
The weather at a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
Shadow cast. Shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Deciduous.
Of plants and shrubs, shedding its foliage annually, of teeth, antlers, etc., shedding its body parts at the end of a period of growth.
Examples:
Deciduous tree. Deciduous teeth. Deciduous leafy trees dominate the forests of the lower region.
Sprout.
To grow or develop new parts, typically leaves or shoots, from a plant, to emerge, develop, or arise gradually or suddenly.
Examples:
Sprout seeds. Sprout wings. The flowers in the garden began to sprout after the first rain of the season.
Trunk.
The main stem or body of a tree which its branches grow.
Examples:
The trunk of the tree. The trunk of the body. Destructive fungi thrive in moist environments, such as those seen in wounds on the trunk.
Withstand.
To resist the effect or impact of something.
Examples:
Withstand pressure. Withstand temptation. The new phone is waterproof and can withstand being dropped in water.
Bark.
The hard outer layer of a tree, a sound made by dogs or some other animals.
Examples:
Trees with rough bark. Bark at the moon. He removed the bark from the tree.
Understory.
The layer of vegetation and plant growth that grows beneath the main canopy of a forest or woodland.
Examples:
Understory vegetation. Understory habitat. The forest's understory is home to many plants and animals.
Canopy.
A covering, typically of fabric, supported on poles or suspended above a bed, throne, or other object, used to shelter or screen the person or object below it.
Examples:
Canopy layer. Under a canopy of smoke. The forest's canopy provides shade and protection for the plants and animals below.
Adapt.
To make fit for change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Resist.
To refuse to accept something and attempt to prevent it from happening.
Examples:
Resist temptation. Resist being kissed. I chose to resist cancer by trying every possible treatment.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Temperate.
Mild or moderate in temperature or climate, exhibiting self-restraint, particularly about the consumption of food, drink, or other indulgences, showing moderation or restraint in behavior or attitude.
Examples:
Temperate grassland. Temperate behavior. The temperate climate of the region made it an ideal vacation spot.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Spine.
The series of bones running down the center of the back that protect the spinal cord and support the body, the backbone or vertebral column.
Examples:
The spine of a book. A cervical spine injury. She has a minor curved spine due to desk work for many years.
Browse.
To shop around in a leisurely and casual way, to look through a book, magazine, internet, etc., casually and randomly, without seeking anything in particular, of an animal, to feed on plants.
Examples:
Browse a website. Browse through the text. We browsed in a souvenir shop.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Wander.
To walk around slowly or to a place, often without any clear purpose or direction.
Examples:
Wander alone in a strange country. Wander far from home. I often wander around the park for half an hour.
Avenue.
A wide road in a town or city, especially with trees or tall buildings on both sides, a line of approach.
Examples:
An avenue of poplars. An avenue to success. They explored every avenue they could think of.
Leafy.
Covered with or having many leaves, of or relating to plants that produce many leaves, especially those that are broad and flat.
Examples:
Leafy canopy. Leafy suburbs. The neighborhood is known for its leafy trees and verdant gardens.
Enchant.
To cast a spell or charm over someone or something, to captivate or fascinate.
Examples:
Enchant audience. Enchant him with a charm. The storybook prince enchanted the young girl.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Extinct.
No longer in existence.
Examples:
Extinct by human activity. Long extinct volcano. Many species have become extinct due to habitat destruction and other human activities.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
The motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
defend my country, defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Ounce.
A unit of weight equal to approximately 28 grams.
Examples:
Ounce weight. Have an ounce of confidence. 1 ounce of gold is worth much money.
Despair.
The feeling that there is no hope and you cannot do anything to improve a difficult situation.
Examples:
despair at the future. Untold despair. His friend's death drove him to despair.
Proceed.
To move forward or to continue with a process or action, to advance or progress.
Examples:
proceed with caution. Proceed to the next step. We can now proceed with the next item on our agenda.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Raucous.
Harsh, loud, and disorderly, characterized by rowdy or chaotic behavior, producing an unpleasantly loud and harsh noise.
Examples:
raucous laughter. Raucous crowd. The raucous party next door kept us awake all night.